I'm on the site of a corn ethanol refinery site here in Mato Grosso, western Brazil. It's owned by the company Impasa. That's Brazil's largest corn ethanol processor. It receives 10 million tonnes of corn a year, processes 2.5 million tonnes of dried distillers grain, and is responsible for producing the equivalent fuel of enough fuel to fuel 50,000 cars a day, every day, all year round. It's a pretty impressive plant, very new, modern, built in 2019, finally commissioned in 2021, short build time, and is seen as a bit of a showcase for what the future holds for Brazil's ethanol production processes. As far as New Zealand farmers go, dried distillers grain is one of our probably greatest interest in this plant. Dried distillers grain is a byproduct of the process from producing corn ethanol. As such, it provides a very high protein feed option and is proving increasingly popular with dairy farmers in New Zealand. In fact, New Zealand is this particular company's second largest market for export after Vietnam, and it is an indication of the variety of feed that it's used for, where Vietnam is using it for cattle and fish, New Zealand are using it for dairy cows. It's also suitable for pet food and is being researched as a use as a human protein supplement. When it comes to dried distillers grain production, probably the biggest feature here in Brazil is that it's been playing a part as a means of growing areas like western Brazil to try and increase their economic output, revitalise them. Ethanol plants provided a high level of employment for local people in areas where there wouldn't otherwise be a lot of other work other than straight agricultural work. And as a process, is providing a means of generating more options when it comes to farmers in terms of growing a second crop of corn instead of just the traditional one-off soybean crop, benefiting from the semi-tropical climate that they enjoy in this part of Brazil. It's a pretty exciting industry. Brazil's got big plans as a country. It wants to double the level of production of corn ethanol within the next 7 years. Prospects are looking good, and Brazil is certainly open for business when it comes to talking to New Zealand dairy farmers particularly, and poultry, about options for dried distillers grain as a protein source.